Yo, what's good, beautiful people? It's your boy Emmanuel, aka palmwinepapi. Welcome back again to the channel. Alright, so this week we're not having a new music Friday because I'll be away. So in order to make up for it, I'm gonna be recording some of the crucial releases for this week ahead of time so that you guys can get to have something made up for this week. Alright, so we are listening to a brand new single from Popsy himself, man, Big Wiz. Big Wiz has gotten in a singles bag. Okay, finally we're getting official releases, not as features, not as DJ tunes featuring something. We're getting the front name Wizkid record. Okay, now this is obviously in preparation for his forthcoming album, More Love Less Ego. It was supposed to be announced for this year, but I doubt that we're getting it this year. Now going into this new single, so there's some serious context to it because going into the single, Wizkid, it's been a minute since he had obviously since the release of Made in Lagos in 2020, he has been able to sustain some form of buzz with that album, especially with the deluxe and the remixes and whatnot. He has really stretched the shelf life of that album. So he's been able to afford himself some time before he actually release some new singles. Now these new singles are going to be crucial, especially with his presence at home. Okay, now I don't think he has made a Nigerian mainstream friendly hit record since God knows when, honestly. Essence, I'm not gonna count that too much. It did well in Nigeria, trust me, but not to the Wizkid standards. Okay, but I think it's time that he kind of focuses on the home territory. So I think that's what we should be getting from this song. And based on how the conversations have been going on in TL, two things came out of those conversations: that he's using amapiano here and also crowd vocals. So it feels very intentional that he's focusing on the home front. Okay, and I'm excited to get into it. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's share the new Wizkid record. It's called Bad to Me. Let's go. Okay, so far the intro didn't really spark so much excitement. I didn't think there was a wake-up moment. Like, he kind of opened up with a very, in pure amapiano fashion, it usually eases in with like just shakers and smooth chords before anything substantial comes in. And yo, let me run that intro again, okay. Yeah, there's some impact in the intro, I'm not gonna lie. Now that I run it back, there seems to be some impact in the intro. So at least it starts with it feels like a guitar riff, and then impact, the drums coming very early. It's okay, it's calm.
This kind of body done they cause you migraine. And when we leave, your way.
Hey!
Or if you
Classic Wiz ad-libs there, man.
Lady, girl say your body back to me. Pass me, can see they do me.
Okay, well, I made it in.
You know how see they do me.
Where's the meat of the song, though? Listen. Okay, crowd vocals are in. I'm glad he did this. I'm actually glad he did this. Fuck all that. I'm ahead of the trend type thing. Your goats, your favorites are open to influence. They're not above influence. So it makes sense to captivate what exactly is in the zeitgeist of Afrobeat or Afropop music right now. So there's no crime, okay, in adopting something that seems to be popular. Yeah, I know Wizkid has always positioned himself to be almost ahead of the curve in some sense, and be the one that dictates a lot of the musical trends. But in this case, it's nice to see him at least like adopt something that wasn't necessarily of his own influence, you know. And it's pretty cool. He's handling the crowd vocals so far so good, man. So far so good.
CASAMIGOS from AMIGOS.
People are quoting this line already. Listen, call and response. You already have your crowd, man. Okay, Wiz. Calm. That was calm, man. That was calm. I'm not mad at it, Big Wiz. I am not mad at this single at all. I think it definitely has some potential. Definitely. I mean, hearing a chorus like that, hearing a chorus that gets the crowd involved. Call and response is very effective in this case. Call and response is a very common theme that has been very present in Nigerian music, and it's always going to work in this kind of fashion, man. That was nice. A straight up quotable record that without even listening to the song, this was all over the TL, man. CASAMIGOS, for Miami goes. Like, come on, he already has that on lock. There's something that people will retain, obviously. So the people are definitely going to be coming back to the record for it. It's definitely going to be a function type record. You're going to see this in events. People are going to use it. There's some utility to it, and I think that is a good potential for him on the home front. Now, one major criticism I could work out from this record is how it's kind of arranged. I would have loved for something catchy, something memorable, something fun. Like that part where it goes, something fun should have come off way earlier into the song. Almost like structured like an intro for the song. So at least when it goes to parties, when it goes to events, DJs can like spin the record and the song can have an early impact from the beginning, as opposed to like a minute 14 where people have to wait for the part where they can get along. That's how I would have structured the song. You know what I mean? Like on that aspect, I would have loved for the song to feel catchy or to feel fun just from the first instance, the first 10-30 seconds at least. A fantastic example of what I'm describing. It's one of the biggest records out this year. Last. You don't cast. Last. Everybody they shock very fast. Now, I'm not saying like it should be the exact same format, but obviously from that structure, anytime that record comes in, the first 10 seconds, you identify the song immediately. It doesn't take you a while for you to recognize the song immediately. Strong identifier of the song. Last. I feel like if this record could have been structured, because there's a quotable here. There's so many quotables. Last has quotables. This record has quotables, but I'd love for the song to be structured in a way that optimizes and maximizes the wealth of those quotables on the song. You know what I mean? Again, Wiz is very crucial for Wiz to actually have a strong presence at home, and this might help him. This definitely might help him to kick off the run for this new album, because Made in Lagos, a lot of people love the album, but will tell you for a fact that the singles for the most part didn't excite them, and it's very crucial for him leaning into this next one to see that, and I hope he raises some excitement, and I think this might do just that. Bad to Me is definitely a fine record, man. I'm happy with this. Let's see how the album rolls out. Let's see how this record rolls out. I'm curious what you guys think in the comment section. Definitely leave your comment what you think about the record, and subscribe if you haven't. Okay. We're itching towards 10K, so let's make that happen. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.